Peace, y'all. Happy September 2022. I want to start by leading us into some deep breathing, and then I also want to get into some of the cosmic events that we are entering into and how they might affect you. And then we will go from there and do each zodiac signs reading. All right. Wherever you are, get comfortable, get some water, throw some lemon in it if you need to, turn on the fan, just make sure the temperature is comfortable, minimal distractions if you can, so as to be in tune with what messages are coming through, and to be clear and discerning on what is coming through and what resonates and maybe what doesn't. All right, so get comfortable, whether you're laying or standing or sitting. Relax your ligaments. If you feel pain or tightness, send oxygen into those places, breathe into those places, and exhale, releasing out any tightness, any tension, any angst in those spaces and places. Take a deep inhale through your nose, filling up your belly, pushing your belly out like a balloon, filling it up with warm, gentle thoughts and energy and intention. And as you exhale, release anything that does not support you, anything that no longer serves you. Continue this cycle as long as you need to. Exhale. Last inhale, deep inhale with intention, setting your intention for your month ahead and for the rest of your year. At the same time that you set your intention, exhale, releasing the outcome, trusting that it all plays out divinely for your good. All right. So, we have Mercury in retrograde on September 9th, 2022. We have already been in her shadow period. She has been showing out. I don't know if y'all have been feeling it. I've been feeling it. I've been feeling it for the last 3 weeks. And I looked at the calendar. I'm like, we're not retrograde yet, are we? And then I looked at the time and realized we are in her shadow. So you already started to feel the effects. You might already notice certain things glitching. Your car won't start, or just it's going to empty. It's going to eat quicker. People that you usually are able to have quick access to on the phone might not be getting back to you as quickly. And then there's, on the flip side, I know every single retrograde season for me, somebody from my past is hitting me up. Always. And it's often somebody I just had a vision of. And next thing I know, I'm getting a text message. I'm like, I never received a text message from this person, or it's been a long time. So you might be getting some revisits, but this is the time of things recurring. And that's one reason it's intentional. It's advised that you be intentional about contracts that you sign, agreements and commitments, whether they're relationship agreements, platonic, business, contractual agreements. Just be intentional about reading them in detail and being discerning, because during this time, when we get back into the full speed ahead after retrograde, things can be undone. So an agreement that you're making during this time, if you're not clear, can be undone by the end of this season. And it can kind of feel like you're starting from scratch afterwards. So just be mindful and not hasty during this time. Also, we have full moon in Pisces, Pisces, on the same day, September 9th. So there might be heightened emotions. The word intention just wants to come through, and I'm gonna let it. There might be heightened emotions and sensitivities, especially through communication, whether it's with a partner, whether it's just you sitting in your feels. It could be butting heads at work, or just everybody's sensitive in their feelings. Being sensitive emotionally also looks like being sensitive intuitively, where you're just a lot clearer on things than you have been. So I suggest leaning into that and being very patient, being very wise with your words. If it's not something you would usually speak, be very discerning and very wise in what you speak and what you say, so that there are less chances of you having to backtrack and be like, yo, my bad. I said some words, my apologies. Be very intentional and mindful of what you put into the atmosphere, even for yourself. Speak love and compassion, and again, patience, and give yourself lots of grace for the next few days. I'm trying to see if there's anything else I wanted to say. Relationships, contracts. I think that was everything. One more thing that's coming to me: get confirmation if you need to from a trusted source. If you have ideas or something that's coming through to you, it might not be the time to activate them. It might not be the ideal time to kickstart it again during this retrograde, because it might be something that gets unraveled by the end of the season. So if it's something that you had already been preparing before retrograde started, then yeah, and you're clear, then it's something that you are probably supported in continuing the momentum on. If you're not sure, again, get some support, get some guidance, a reading if you need to, on whether or not it's something that you are advised to move forward with. All right, let's get started. Sagittarius. I done made up a whole song about Sagittarius. Not a whole song, just a hook. It's kind of cute. Hey, Sag. This reading is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. For some of you, Sagittarius and Venus. This might resonate with you. Or Venus and Sagittarius. This might resonate with you as well. But definitely Venus or Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. This reading is for you, for sure. I just told Scorpio, it's so funny how, generally speaking, at the end of, when I'm leading into these readings with each zodiac sign, I almost take on the persona or the energetic reflection of what that zodiac sign is. Like Scorpio, I was just very dreary and very emotional and just like, whew. Right now I'm like, hey guys, a little smoky. Fire signs, little fire Sagittarius. We're going to start by pulling a card from the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. So this is a card that might resonate. This is an animal that might already have been showing up to you, and this might give some clarity as to why. This is an animal that might show up to you in person moving forward, or on videos, or just show up to you in dreams or visions. And if you don't see it personified, you just know that the energy and the message that this spirit animal card is bringing you is one that is intended for you during this September season and moving forward. All right, let's see what message they have for you. Flamingo spirit, embrace the in-between. This is a beautiful card, very vibrant. Matches my tapestry behind me. Flamingo spirit. Embrace the in-between. Balance comes easily to Flamingo Spirit, who sees what was and what will be and stands strong in the face of uncertainty. You can be informed by what came before and plan for a future yet to be, but do not resist Flamingo Spirit's call to be fully present in the now, where the real magic happens. With one foot in the life you are moving away from, and one in the future as you become the one who leads the life of your highest intentions, you must make peace with the fact that you are not fully in either place. Embrace the in-between. The presence of Flamingo Spirit is also a sign that your creativity is arising within you and opportunities are beginning to present themselves. Remain here in a balanced state of mind, for there is much to know and learn before going forward with new plans. You can trust this moment and yourself as you take in what you see and become aware of all that you are experiencing in this in-between time. The protection message is, if you're feeling nervous and wobbly, stop worrying about the past and the future. Instead, be present in the moment. Balancing for now is the space in which creativity arises. Creativity is your birthright, but if you're moving too quickly in an attempt to avoid the discomfort of transition, you can blind yourself to the miraculous possibilities that are before you now and those just coming into being. The past has its lessons and planning has its merits, but right now you may be imbalanced because you're becoming too nostalgic for what was or too anxious about what the future might hold. There is time to plan carefully. For now, be still and know that Spirit is here, co-creating with you in this moment. The next step will appear when it needs to appear. Relax into a state of equanimity and balance, so any anxiety can transmute into trust and faith that all will be as it will be for the highest good. I'm going to read that again. Relax into a state of equanimity and balance, so any anxiety can transmute into trust and faith that all will be as it will for the highest good. Flamingo Spirit. Y'all really have had some beautiful animal spirits come out today. Every single zodiac sign so far. So interesting. I don't know if I'm supposed to share that. Nine of Cups reversed. Nine of Cups reverse. It's giving you're kind of standing in the way of your own happiness and projecting a bit and kind of expecting it to look a certain way. Sagittarius, with this Nine of Cups, I mean, naturally, he's very much in this place of like, I've laid the groundwork. I am starting to bud and evolve in creating the beautiful relationship dynamics that I set out to create. So when we see it in reverse, it could be that you are either sabotaging some relationship dynamics, maybe for self-protection purposes or subconsciously, unintentionally, or that you've kind of put a block to any, like, to specific type of love or relationship dynamics from coming forward. You have the Three of Pentacles and then the Ace of Wands in reverse. Yeah, it's interesting. So it feels like some of you are, it's a mixture of things. Some of you might be sabotaging certain relationship dynamics, be it because you are somebody who is not to be tied down, especially Sagittarius Venus. So it's like, my feelings get a little too deep. Let's change this up. I don't want to give myself over to this thing. It could also be that somebody is kind of putting, I'm going to put it back in reverse because that's how it came out, putting a halt to a loving relationship, or to like showing too much of your emotions, because you're kind of like, nah, F all them pros, get money. Like that might be your attitude. It could also be that you are engaged with somebody romantically, or starting to, that you work with, and you're trying to put an end, or kind of douse that emotion from coming up. And yeah, your Ace of Wands in reverse, you might be putting in so much effort, kind of going back to the flamingo spirit, of making something be something that it is not intended to be, instead of leaning in. So let me say that again. You might be making or putting in so much effort to make something that is not intended to be come about, instead of leaning in to, and sort of trusting yourself and succumbing to the sensations and the inspiration and the sensuality and some of the things that come up that might not be common for you. Maybe that's partially what you're resisting with this Nine of Cups in reverse. It's like it's edging, it's on the edge. You're on the edge of, oh, what was that word? It just came like this. On the edge of, it's like breakthrough, resolve. You're on the edge of really tapping into an aspect of yourself that I'm thinking has been uncomfortable for you. And so this is your opportunity to flip the card upright and be like, all right, I surrender. I surrender to the co-creation, the collaboration of connecting with a mate, a partner. Maybe you've been hesitant about moving in with somebody. Again, it could be a roommate situation. It could be that this is a third party situation, that you're like, yeah, I'm kind of head over heels for somebody that is accounted for. We often judge ourselves for so many different things and suppress them as right, wrong, good, and bad, but then it doesn't leave space for the conversation of healing. So if you allow yourself, again, going back to flamingo spirit, to be present in your sensations, in your emotions, in your sentiments, you might be surprised about how much comes up, how much is revealed, how much is unveiled and clarified for you. But it's until you are open and available to consciously and intentionally give yourself space to be human and to sit with all of these different emotions that are bouncing around with you, because it might feel like, I just heard chaos. It might feel a little chaotic right now, especially as we're going into Mercury retrograde, where the communication is going in reverse. Don't set ablaze something because you think it needs to be destroyed, because you don't have clarity. Spirit's saying you don't have clarity on all of what is intended for your good and what's not. You're going to set ablaze something that's good for you. You're going to set ablaze something that is intended for your elevation and expansion, thinking that you're protecting yourself is better for you. And it ain't. We're not in that season no more. We're in the uncomfortable, disruptive, energetic season of wringing out, to the last drop, any and everything that needs to come forth and prepare the path for transformation and transition. So be at ease with that. However you need to be at ease. Go and look at some videos of some flamingos. Wear salmon colored paraphernalia. Like, just lean into this in between time. Lean into this being present time. Stop trying to I'm hearing the word withdrawal. You might be trying to withdraw emotionally. And I mean, that's not helping you move forward either. This challenge, this emotional challenge that you may have had, it's going to resurface, it's going to revisit again, especially on or around this full moon in Pisces we finna have. Because let me tell you, as a Pisces, we feel the feels, and in our sensitivity is also the brilliance of intuition and knowing what we need in that moment. The difference is in between knowing it and acting on it is knowing can lie dormant, and there's like resolve, and acting on what is coming to you intuitively, it gets you in the direction that you're wanting to be. It takes you into the future that you keep trying so hard to plan towards, but you don't. You're trying to. Some of you might be trying to avoid certain things in your life, especially as they pertain to emotional matters and matters of security, whether it's family, whether it's platonic relationships or romantic relationships, or relationships with yourself as well. You don't want to skip that step. So allow the emotions that are being tapped into. It's like a spigot. That's the vision I just had. It was like a spigot. Allow that to open up, because with the discomfort also comes the purging and the healing and the purification. So you can, if you've kind of been feeling stunted or feeling like a smothered or stifled flame, it could be that you're backed up emotionally, like constipated. You could be backed up. So allow yourselves to love. So from what I'm getting with this Nine of Cups, again, it's very deeply related to a loving relationship dynamic for some of you. It's some hurt and some pain, some disappointment, some discouragement that is around that, whether it is the feeling of still being single or being newly single. For many of you, again, it might be a three-way situation, feeling like you are in love with somebody that is not available, or that you are not making yourself available to somebody who is making themselves available to you. And it's a good time to sit in the in-between with that and tap into why that is, so that you can move forward in a joyous and fulfilling life, and one that you can create, realizing that you get to create a lot of the outcome. This is a co-creative experience that you get to have, and a lot of what you have created is a block to your exploration, to your freedom, to your joy, which is y'all. Y'all are the explorers. So it's kind of like, get out your own way. That's it. All right. I love y'all. If you found that this reading resonated and you want to expand on it, and you want me to expound on what's here and make it personalized, reach out to me. It's usually $30 for a clarity reading, but it'll be $15 for this particular clarity reading if you reach out to me and want to kind of go over what we did here and then take it to the next level. You can email me, mellowneptunewaters@gmail.com. If you would like to look at booking just the whole one-on-one, personalized, customized tarot reading, visit my website, mellowneptunewaters.com, so you can see some of my services that I offer, whether you're looking for clarity in career, in love, in relationship, or just a freestyle just to see where you're headed, and what might be a good time to release some things that have been weighing you back. Or weighing you down or holding you back. There's so many places that you can go with readings. So if you just need a reset during this new season, reach out to me. Also, follow my social media, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook at Mellow Neptune Waters. Like, comment, and share this video and my channel, Mellow Neptune Waters, on YouTube. Subscribe to this channel while you're here. You might as well. And feel free to comment if it resonated, or just a thumbs up, a heart, a butterfly, a unicorn, just something interactive. Feel free to comment. Last but not least, if you would like to send a love offering, I am very receptive of love offerings. On Cash App, I am $MarshaMellow88. On Venmo, I am @MarshaMellow88. If you have some other way you would like to send a love offering, just reach out to me via email, mellowneptunewaters@gmail.com. I absolutely love you, Sagittarius. Stay dope. Bring back to life your boisterous flame, and don't let nobody else let that thing go out ever again. Anybody else, as in yourself. All right? Take care of yourselves. All right?